Hey, this is your girl, msyelladiva. I'm giving you the mid-season finale of Powerbook Ghost, Powerbook 2 Ghost. Season 4, Episode 5. Like I said, it's the mid-season finale, and it's called The Ego's Death. So, give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. Get down in the comments and let's talk about it. All right, we begin. All right, so the last episode, Tariq meets Anya at the club, and they go home. They go to the go. I think go to her apartment and smash, pretty much. Okay. So he waking up, naked with Anya trying to get dressed. And so, yeah, he was like, can I call you sometime? Can I get your number? She was like, well, this may not happen again or whatever. She being coy and stuff. So he was like, well, if I have another party, I can invite you. So she gives him her number to invite her to another party. Okay. Now, if they smash, that's something different. But she does get invited to another party. Okay. Braden wakes up with Elle, and she grabs her medicine, and so he was like, you doing that this morning, in the morning? And she was like, calm down, this is my medication. I have sickle cell anemia. So of course Braden don't know what the heck a sickle cell anemia is. Because he probably grew up with all white people, around all white people. So he probably ain't never known anybody with sickle cell anemia. But she was like, these meds prevent, me going into crisis. And he was like, what's a crisis? And she was like, listen. She was like, it's a bunch. She said it affects all of your systems. And she said it's like little pieces of glass floating in your bloodstream. And I work a lot with a lot of sickle cell kids, and I've never heard that analogy, but I can understand why they need so much pain medicine. If you feeling like is some pieces of glass floating in your bloodstream, yeah. So I've never heard that analogy, but hey, it must be very painful. So, but then then so then she also you know does a little line of product. Okay. And she said, and this is for my anxiety and depression. Okay. You taking sickle cell medicine and, doing a line. Okay. All right. To each his own. Diana is trying to get in touch with Celine. You can call him for a long time. He not gonna pick up. Him not gonna pick up. Tariq made sure he ain't gonna pick up no more. Never. Okay? And so his body is stinking in that apartment until his parents come home from Turks and Caicos and trying to get in touch with him. And they can't. And once they find the body in the apartment, then an investigation will be done. But the parents got to come back from Turks and Caicos first. So he gonna be in there stinking for a while. For a while. For a while. Monet cooked some breakfast for her kids, She wants them to, get together and talk about the family business. So Kane walk in, he see Diana and Drew, and he was like, I'm not staying. And so Monet was like, no, stay. And so he was like, I'm not eating French toast with these people that tried to kill you. And Monet said, if I can forgive them, so can you. And so then Kane was like, and he looks at Diana, he said, congrats are in order. And so she was like, shut up, Kane. So he said, if you have this baby, it will be the worst decision of your life. And he said, out here playing house with with the person who destroyed this family. So Tariq destroyed this family. I don't believe Tariq destroyed your family. I think y'all destroyed your family. But that's what Kane decided. So whatever. But Monet wants to get back into the family business and not have anything to do with Tariq. Excuse me. Let me get a little water here. Got a tickle in my throat. So Monet wants to get in the family business, not have anything to do with Tariq or Norma. She wants the family business to run on its own. So Drew was like, I don't think I want to do that. But Drew is going to help her get the product. And then he trying to concentrate on his art. Diana don't want to be in the business either because she's pregnant. And so she was just like, I don't want to bring my baby into this. I can understand that too. So anyway, Tariq and Braden play a video game. Tariq tells Braden that he smashed Anya and Diana's pregnant with his baby. Hey. Braden was like, what? He was like, first of all, you playing with fire. You smashing Anya's daughter. And he said, second of all, you need to go talk to Diana, and leave Anya alone and focus on the business. Bam. That's what Braden said. You need to focus on the business. You need to talk to Diana and you need to leave Anya alone. That what Braden said. Okay. Norma confronts Anya at her apartment because she evaded her security once again. I don't know what kind of security she got going on. If she can evade it, then she not secure. She not secure. She can get away from her all security. She not secure. Norma. So then she find the product that fell out of her purse or whatever. And so, she was like, where'd you get this from? And so she was like, first of all, she said, you sent me to boarding school. So I know what this is. And, so she was like, boarding school taught her a lot about, drug paraphernalia. Okay. And doing, illegal drugs and stuff. But she said she got it at an underground party at Stansfield. So So Reek and Diana, um, Reek goes to the dorm to talk to Diana, and she said, "You know, you tried to shoot me last night." Hey, that's a perfect segue. You tried to shoot me last night, and she said, "Well, you tried to get my mama killed." And so then he said, "Are you sure I'm the father? Cause you and Celine was smashing all last semester." And so she was just like, "We use condoms. Her and Celine used condoms, but her and Tariq didn't." Mm. She said, "I'm not trying to pin a baby on you." She said, "Because you are not my first choice." Yeah, because Celine would be my first choice too. He wasn't in the business. He wasn't in the business, so he would be my first choice too. But lo and behold, it's Tariq's baby. Well, hopefully it's Tariq. We don't even know. We don't even know. Because condoms do fail. So we don't really know if it's Tariq, but he gonna claim it. He gonna claim it. And so she said, "But trust me, if I keep this baby, everybody in this baby's life needs to be clean, including you." hmm So she giving him an ultimatum. Ooh, Detective Carter and his team talking about Monet and Tariq. They still want somebody to give him their supplier. Detective Tate said he will go back and talk to Tariq, and another detective, he said he will handle it. So they having a little conflict within their little team. Yeah, whatever. So Norma um, confronts Effie and asking her who's giving Anya the drugs, and so she said she got it at a underground party at Stansfield, and Effie was like, that's not mine," and so she said, "Well, whose is it?" But she didn't say Tariq's, but apparently Norma assumed that it was Tariq's because she didn't say anything, and Norma said, "Oh, okay," and then she left. So, mm. So Tariq invite Anya to another party. Okay, in the party. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, anyway, and Norma and Kane crashes the party and threatens to kill Tariq. So she was like, "Come on." So they walking out, and then Anya walking in, and so then Tariq was like, "Hey, no, not Anya was like, 'Mom, what are you doing here? Do you have a tracker in my phone?'" And so Tariq was like, "Is this your mom?" And he was like, and so and he was like, "Oh," he was like, "Well, I'm gonna have to put a cap on this age thing." She was like, so basically, Norma is too old to be there. So he said, maybe you could find, what did he say? Maybe they're hosting an alumni event or something. I said, "Oh, wait." So, Norma, it took Anya out, and then she left, and told Kane, we just need to put a cap on it right now because it's a little too hot, and she don't want Anya to know what she's really doing. what she really is doing. Okay, Now I would think Anya would know that her mama is selling drugs, but I don't know, whatever. So Tariq gets off again, and just like last episode where they they don't kill nobody, they didn't kill no parts of this family. Okay, they still breathing. Okay, they ain't shoot Diana, they ain't shoot Drew, they ain't shoot Kane, they ain't shoot Monet, and Tariq gets off again. Hey, they can't shoot Tariq. Tariq is the main character. Oh my god. Okay, so then after they leave, Tariq, was like, he had to exhale and he had to go find Braden. Braden is in the back doing the line. So he caught Braden doing the line. So he mad. I told you, you can't get high off your own supply. So he mad. Then Elle walk in. And so she was just like, she said, well, I already know everything. So, the floor is yours. And Tariq was like, what? You just running off your at the mouth to this girl? And so Braden get mad. And so she was like, what you think, I'm a snitch? And he said, no, I think you're an addict. And so she said, and I can't trust you. Braden was like, don't call her that. Braden, you are no Tommy. You are no Tommy, okay? Don't call her that. Well, anyway, Elle spikes Tariq's drink with some acid. Okay. So he having hallucinations. Okay. He having a psychotic trip. Basically from the acid. So, he visioning, his kid running up to him and hugging him. And then Diana standing at the door, and then she pulled a gun out on him. And then he's hallucinating about it was him in a suit and him in like just regular clothes. And he said that one of the the Tariq in the regular clothes pulled the gun out on the Tariq in the suit. And so he said that I am everything you could be if you stop doubting yourself. And he said you can be the man your father couldn't. And then they shoot, and then he wake up from this crazy dream under the bed. Okay, under the bed. I was like, oh my God. He was, he was looking at lights like, what's going on here? Yeah, he was going through it. But he finally came out of it, And I guess he had a new found revelation. So then Diana goes to a church, and I guess it's a Catholic church, and she's lighting a candle for her dad and somebody else. And oh, what, Zeke? Zeke. She lighting a candle for her dad and Zeke. And then a woman comes and she said, you know, you're having a boy. Some random woman comes up said, you know, you're having a boy. And so she was like, how, you know, I'm not showing. And she was like, you're showing in here. Mm-hmm. Okay, random woman. Okay. So Norma's having dinner with Wiley Adams. Okay. At a restaurant. Okay. And so then, um, so then, the hostess tries to get them to move, um, because Zion is it, apparently that's Zion's table, and he has that table pretty much all the time when he's there. But I don't know why they set Norma and Wiley Adams at that table, if that's Zion's table, or did he just pay them a whole lot of money to tell them to move, and that's not his table? He just want to be a punk. I mean, that's what he would want to punk them out. Yeah, but apparently when Braden re-upped his his product, because they sold out really quick, and so he re-upped his product. He said that he said there since Davis introduced them, there has been some kind of like untruths or something that Zion was wondering. Basically, Braden just told Zion that Norma is a a kingpin also. So he is another kingpin in town next to you, and that's Norma. And so that's why he went to Norma to find me, and that's why he went to the restaurant for Norma to just harass her, basically. And so Norma was really pissed off because literally they did move her out her table. Okay, they did move her out her table, and Wiley Adams. So she's humiliated. So she go back and ask Kane and ask Davis, about who is Zion and everything like that. So um what's that boy named? Kane was like, listen, I can handle this, you know. And so Davis was like, I can handle it. They fighting over who can handle it. So Kane actually, handled it for her. And Davis smoothed Wiley Adams over as well. So Kane takes her to the fight club. He fight Zion. Zion pull out some brass knuckles. That was a violation of the fight club. So Tariq went in on the technicality, basically. Okay, because he really didn't beat him up. He won on the technicality. And like I said, Davis came back and told her that he schmoozed it over with Davis I mean, with Wiley Adams, and so she was so ever grateful. So they smashed. Anyway, um, Tariq um is just he's still trying to figure out what he's going to do, and so he said he has to be the boss, and he said and he has to isolate himself and his family from all the consequences. He says so he got to become the apex predator. I have no idea what an apex predator is, but that's what he said. That's what he got to become. Okay, so he is supposed to he's supposed to isolate himself plus his family. We don't know who his family is because he probably talking about Tasha and the baby sister. Okay, because Diana don't want to have nothing to do with him if he is in the business, pretty much. But they do go to the ultrasound, and I don't they don't do ultrasounds, through the abdomen when you ain't that far along. That comes later in the stage of pregnancy. So she should have had her pants off because they got to stick that little ultrasound speculum in her vajayjay. Okay, that's how you can see that little peanut in the sack. So that was definitely not medical because you can't see the peanut in the sack, the peanut with the heartbeat through the abdomen. Okay, you gotta get in that vajayjay. It is what it is. So then at the end of the episode, Drew and his posse trying to get some product. Okay. And so it was two guys and Drew, and they're going to steal Norma's product and sell it, and that way they don't, and Norma won't find out who sold the product. So they gonna tap Norma's business. Okay, so him and two other guys go, and they hold up the guys with the product. They shoot them. One of the guys got shot along the way because Detective Carter and his crew foiled that operation. so and so they, like I said, they get in a gun battle, and so, but of course Monet and Drew do not die in this gun battle, of course, or Detective Tate. But the other guy, that Drew brought with him, dies too because Detective Tate seems to remember him from another case, and so he dies too. And also Detective Tate, no, Detective Carter. I'm sorry, Detective Carter, kills the other guy in Drew's posse because he remembers him from another crime. However, Detective Carter is talking to his wife's ghost in the house. He he talking to her, and then he's like, all right, I'll be a little late, hon, and he kisses the picture. You okay? You okay? Okay. You crazy? But anyway, Listen. So, Detective Carter says you can take this product and sell it, but there are two conditions. He said, because I I decide who sells in my city. So under two conditions, he gets 35% of the profit, and no civilians get killed. He said you can kill as many criminals as you want to, but no civilians. You can't take the innocent life, okay? But you can kill all the criminals that you want. Okay, so she can take that product, but he got to get 35%, and no civilians can be killed. So we'll see on the next season or the last part of the season in September what happens with, you know, Detective Tate. I mean, Detective Carter, Detective Tate, because Detective Tate is not a crooked detective. So I'm trying to figure out, Detective Carter, Detective Tate. I think this is going to be the matchup. And and Detective Carter crazy anyway. He talking to ghosts and stuff. So we got to figure out if Tariq gonna be the apex predator, and if he is, will he come across Detective Tate? I mean Detective Carter with all his stipulations. You know, we need to find out what's going to be happening with Norma. What's happening with this baby? I think when it come back, I think Diana gonna be a good 9 months pregnant. She gonna be further. Either she gonna have that baby, or she gonna be further along in that pregnancy. Okay, she gonna come back 9 months pregnant, or she gonna have a baby. What else? We got to figure out what Effie gonna do. If Effie gonna come back. I need Braden to turn into Tommy, or something like it. We got to figure out if Drew going to do his his art, or if he gonna hang out with Monet. I don't know. I have no idea. So we got a lot of things to cover, but I'm trying to figure out Detective Tate and Detective Carter. I think that's gonna be a good matchup. And so anyway, but this is the mid-season finale. So give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe to the channel. And this is your girl, Miss Yella Diva.